that connection with your divine self, the source of all that is, like that connection is everything. And the more you connect with that, the more easy you can live your life. You can live in balance. You can live in flow. We have to learn how to heal ourselves. We have to learn how to come home to ourselves. We have to learn how to be in our body. Like bring our soul into our body. Hey guys, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Harmony. Welcome to my channel, and thank you to all of my new subscribers as well. I hope you find inspiration and healing here and empowerment and beauty. I hope you find beauty through the stuff that I create, the films that I create, and I hope you find yourself through what I'm sharing with you all. So today I want to talk about one of my favorite healing modalities, which is Theta healing. And I began researching this modality in 2010, and that was my beginning with it. And I really picked it up late 2011, and that is when I started to transform my life, because healing is not really healing your brokenness. It's healing the belief that you feel that you're broken. It's pretty much reawakening your wholeness. And so that's what this modality taught me how to do, is to shift my beliefs like instantaneous. Your beliefs create your reality. And I realized that to be so true because I harbored so much trauma and so much wounding from my childhood trauma. And I felt like I didn't belong in this world. I didn't know who I was. I did not feel independent in myself at all. I felt, I don't know, I just had such low self-esteem. I had low self-confidence. It was like a war zone inside of my head. And I started my spiritual journey, I think it was in 2007 or 2008. And, I followed the path, like kind of looking into paganism and things. And that's when my life began to change. And then I began my healing journey when I really began to go within and shift the way I was thinking and really heal those deep wounds that were just calling out to be healed. I didn't know how to go within. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought you were just, I don't know, some people had good self-confidence and some people didn't. And I just kind of categorized myself there and didn't realize that life could be that much different unless I would receive a physical result. I didn't love my body. And I wanted to be thinner. And so I always felt like I would be really happy when I would be thinner and I would love myself then. And so everything had a physical expectation on it and a physical goal to get me to the point where I would be happy. And I didn't realize until Theta healing really came into my life that I could seriously transform and pull myself into alignment and pull my true self out. And so this modality taught me, especially with working with other people and working with myself and working with my friends and family, this modality really taught me how to be who I am instead of running from who I am, instead of being afraid of who I am. Everything that I rejected, everything that I put myself down for was what I now realize has been my greatest gifts. My creations, my art, my music, my voice, the way I think, my connection to the spiritual world, my connection to the divine. All of those things that I intensely loved, I would feel that the world would reject that, or that I wasn't good enough, or my music wasn't good enough, or my art wasn't good enough. And so it became this thing of, why am I so sensitive? Can I just be normal kind of thing? And so I really rejected all of the things that make me who I am. And so after this long journey of coming home to myself, I have shifted so many of my beliefs, kind of releasing all of the programming I've had since I was a child. Things I heard in school, things that I heard from TV, and things that have been shown in magazines. This is what beauty is. This is what, this is how you're accepted. You got to be normal. You have to be popular this way. And so all of the things that I realize now are my gifts, are things that I rejected. And so I learned how to heal those. And it's a journey. If anyone tells you that the spiritual journey is like, oh my gosh, just do this, have like this session and you'll be great. They're lying, because the spiritual journey of coming home to yourself is it's a journey. It is a commitment to being the best person you can be and being all you can be in every moment. And you grow and you learn more. And one thing that I love to share with my clients is never fall into a teaching. So when you're learning something new, so in my instance, I was learning Theta healing, and you don't want to fall into that and make your whole life about something, use the teaching, use the tool, use it. And so I learned how to use it. It taught me how to tune into my intuition. It taught me how to recognize limiting beliefs that I had running around in my head. We all have limiting beliefs. We all have them because we're constantly being programmed by society. And I learned how to release all of the programming that did not align with who I was. No, I did not want to feel like shit about what I did. I did not want to feel like shit about the music I created or the art I created or anything like that. I wanted to feel confident in who I was. And I was able to do that by recognizing the beliefs that I had that were holding me back from that. But when you compare yourself to where somebody is better than you or you are better than that, that's so unbalanced. You can find yourself by observing around you, the world around you and the people around you. But you can't compare yourself as better or worse. It's like this equality that really helps bring into perspective of like, I can recognize my own gifts and I respect them and I love them. And I respect your gifts and I think they're beautiful as well. It doesn't have to be like, this is one thing and this is the other, or this is better than this or whatever. It doesn't have to be like that. And you could step out of that constantly comparing yourself to others. So I work with a lot of clients all around the world, and I love helping people release limiting beliefs and help release trauma and tap into their souls and bring through deep messages. And so, like figuring out how to do my business without comparing myself has been a big one, and it's taught me a lot. And I feel like I've grown so much from that. But the spiritual journey, it doesn't end. There's not really a goal. It's just continuously expanding and expanding and expanding. And it's a beautiful thing to be in. It's a beautiful thing to be in your soul. So Theta healing has taught me how to do that through belief work. And it has taught me how to be really in tune with my intuition and, how to release beliefs on different levels of who we are. In Theta healing, you are connected to the creator of all that is, or great spirit, or God, or the goddess, whatever you want to call it, the great mystery, whatever you want to call it, but that core, like the heart of the divine, that's what we're connecting to when we're healing. And I just love this because it's really taught me how quickly to step into that. It's not something that you have to earn. It's something that you just are. You're part of the divine, and you can step into that expansive power where you're going beyond your own ego. And this is where these healing sessions come from, is this seventh plane where the creator of all that is exists, that pure potential, that pure vibration of unconditional love. This is where all of the healing sessions come from that I offer and share in the classes that I teach and the goddess gatherings that I host. It's always coming from that space. And so much transformation can happen when you are connected to creator, or connected to your creator self or your divine self. When you go into that space beyond limitations, beyond ego, we feel like limitations like hold us back and they create like this cage around us. And it's not true. It's not true. You do not have to get through this cage to get to the other side. No. You can get into your divine self, the one that has no limitations in any moment. This is why prayer and devotion is so important. I get in my vibe by playing music or typing or writing. And so however you pray, whether it's outside under a tree or if it's in a church, whatever that may be for you, whichever way you connect with creator or the divine or the universe is perfect. But that's why this is so important, because you can connect to your abilities. You can connect to your expansiveness in this space. This is where ego dissolves. You can dissolve it. You don't have to. We have our humanity for a reason. My ego keeps who I am together as a person on this earth, right? It's not a bad thing. But you can train your ego, and you can train your mind, and you can train the way you feel about things. to align with your deepest passions, like your soul callings. When you are connected to Creator in this way, or the divine in this way, and you can remind yourself to pull yourself into that connection every day, it will change your life. And it has changed mine. It has completely changed my life. And offering these sessions to people has changed my life. I love watching someone transform in a really powerful way. And like, I just love that awe shock to where their eyes are like, holy fuck, I feel so different, you know? I feel most every single client that I've ever had always feels lighter after a session. And I love healing and being the best we can be, and like moving the blocks that are standing in the way between you and your dreams. So for instance, I want to have this big, expansive business and share my soul work with the world. And I had a lot of blocks in the way of that. Like, I am too shy to do that. What if people reject me? What if people think I'm this? Or what if people think I'm that? And so I've spent years undoing all of this programming and building my own confidence out from the inside, bringing more of my soul out and learning how to trust the direction that's coming within. Because even though it's not like I was wanting to start a business and then, or it's not like I was being forced into having a business because I thought that that's what I was supposed to do. I had this calling, right? This calling that I want to do this. And I want to reach a lot of people and help them shift their life in the way that I have. Because I have changed my life so much. I have healed so much. And the most important thing that I have learned in all of the modalities that I have learned intuitively from myself, from my guides, or from training has been that connection with your divine self, the source of all that is. Like that connection is everything. And the more you connect with that, the more easy you can live your life. You can live in balance. You can live in flow. Think about life just being so much more flowy and not so resistant. So like when shit comes up, like when something happens in your life, you're not devastated, you're not broken, you're not falling apart. You could still have the emotions. It could still be an upsetting time, but you know how to ground yourself because you are grounded. You're grounded in who you are on all levels, not just this physical body trying to figure it out. You're expanded into your true self. You're expanded into your soul. And that's what really changed everything for me, is really deepening that connection and realizing that I am so much bigger than I realize on a soul level. I'm connected. We're all connected. And it's like being able to see that light in everyone else and being able to see that in no matter who I meet, even assholes, okay? Even the people who are acting like assholes, like I can tell that they're wounded. I can tell that they have stuff going on. Hurt people, And so it's just really important to heal ourselves. There for a while, I went through the stage where I'm like, I want to heal the world and I can do it. And that is something that I am so happy that I learned. Okay, that's not how it works. We have to learn how to heal ourselves. We have to learn how to come home to ourselves. We have to learn how to be in our body. Like bring our soul into our body. Like all the way. And like, obviously, bringing your soul into your body, just use that as an idea of instead of going up and out of this experience, go down and in, like really expand your soul in that connection through everything you do in life. Your life will change. It will so change if you do that. Start getting connected and do things that make you feel connected. So anytime you connect with your higher self, you can shift your beliefs. It's in that state where you go into a theta brainwave. Like when you're connected to the divine of all that is, you go into a theta brainwave, and there it's so much easier to transform your beliefs and do a lot of energy work that way. So when you're meditating and when you're praying, you are in a miraculous state of being. And from there, you can change so much within yourself. So even if you have like a list of affirmations in front of you, go into that meditative space and then repeat them to yourself. That's one way you can shift your beliefs. But if you want to learn more about this modality, you can check out my website, and I will have that linked below. It's at www.harmonyhearthealings.com. So the reason I wanted to share this with you today is to let you know that no matter what kind of modalities you learn, no matter what energy healing techniques you have or self-help things that are helping you. Don't fall into the teaching. Just remember that deep connection with yourself is the most important. That deep connection with the divine within is the most important thing. And use the teachings as a tool to find yourself. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.